the very beginning of my first semester, my second year of college, I really did not like UGA. Like I just hated it. I hated it so much. And I mentioned it last week, but I never really talked about why that was the case. But basically, it's just, you know, my first year at UGA was COVID, and that was like the hardest year of my life ever. It was the worst year of my life, honestly. And there were obviously good parts to it, you know, but overall it was just a very sad year. I didn't make any friends, or at least not many. It was very much so a lonely year, and that just gave me a very negative connotation of UGA. And going into my second semester, I carried that with me. Still hadn't met anyone new, I still wasn't having a good time, and it just wasn't good. I also wanted to mention during my first year, I lived very far off main campus, and I also didn't have my car, so it just made meeting people virtually impossible. Like, it was just like not easy to meet anyone. Going into my second year was a lot different. I was living off campus, I had my own room, knew where everything was because I had my car, and that was really nice. It gave me a very familiar feeling, but I still had like that emptiness regarding like meeting people because I didn't have any new friends. For the first, you know, 2 weeks of the semester, I was just feeling very down and just very sad and just unhappy with myself and just like where I was. So I applied to Georgia Tech for the spring semester, and the bad part is, and I'm honestly mad at myself for this, but I didn't want to join things at UGA because I was afraid of like getting attached to UGA. And I was like, what if I end up liking it here and then I get into tech? And then it's like, ooh, like I have to make that decision, and that's what I was worried about because I hate making decisions. And that's exactly what happened. I started joining things at UGA and getting more involved and meeting people and having literally the time of my life. I've really met the best people this past semester. I miss them. I miss them a lot. I genuinely, and I mean this genuinely, I forgot that I applied to tech. Decisions came out and I didn't even know. Like, I was not even aware. My friend texted me and she was like, decisions are out. And I was like, oh, I totally forgot I applied. I was expecting to get rejected. Like, I genuinely was, which is why it was so shocking to me. And I didn't tell really anyone about it for like a week because it took me a long time to like actually decide if I wanted to go. It was honestly one of the hardest decisions I've ever had to make, like just like ever. And I remember that week, I actually posted a video. I think it's called What's Wrong With You? It's a Q&A video. And in that video, I talked about how it had been the most difficult 2 weeks ever. And that was the only kind of rough time I had during the semester. Like, the rest of the semester was amazing and fun and great. I was trying to make a decision about like whether or not I should go, and I finally decided, obviously, that I was gonna go. I had given up another opportunity to go before and I regretted it, and then I started loving UGA, right? And then I got the second offer and I was like, okay, well, will I regret it if I don't take it this time? And it was just a really, really difficult thing to decide. It was very, very hard. I would have nights sometimes in Athens where I would just cry. But I just loved Athens so much, and I love my friends there so much, and just thinking about leaving and like leaving all of that it was sad. Like, it was really, really sad, and it was hard. I tried to make the most of my last few weeks in Athens before I moved out. And yesterday I moved into my apartment at Georgia Tech. As you can see, I'm at home right now. I know you must be like, what do you mean you moved in? I live really close to Tech, so I can come home anytime. But also, I'm not sure how much more frequently I'm gonna be coming home. It's just like, it's there if I need it. I just wanted a little more time to relax before I actually stay in my apartment there. I'm thinking of doing an apartment room tour again sometime soon. Honestly, I could just film in one part of my room and get the entire room in the shot because it's that small. I hate it compared to my UGA room. My UGA room was literally massive, and this room is like the smallest thing ever, but it's okay. I had a really, really bad move-in experience yesterday, and I honestly am still kind of getting over that, if I'm being honest. Like, everything just went wrong. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. My room key didn't work. When I got directions from the office, they gave me the wrong directions. Like, it was just like a mess, and it doesn't sound that bad, but it's just like the stress of moving in somewhere new on top of just like things not working, it just makes it even worse. And it's just, I was so overwhelmed. I had to go home one time actually and bring more stuff because I needed a ladder to get to the top of my bed because it's too high. And it's a twin XL, guys, by the way. I no longer have my queen. But yeah, it's just a big downgrade in terms of living situation. But I do have a really nice lounge area on my main floor. I have a pool table, foosball table, ping pong table. I'm gonna be at my pool table all the time, which is like really nice. But I just had a really bad day yesterday. I was very overwhelmed. I cried yesterday. It sounds like I'm a baby in this. I really don't cry very frequently, only when I'm like really overwhelmed, and I was really overwhelmed yesterday. My mom had left like an hour or two before. I was decorating my room, and then I just sat down and I just started crying. And I was like, I hate it here. I miss UGA. I don't want to be here. I made the wrong choice. Like, all these thoughts. I'm disappointed in myself. All these thoughts, all this really good energy I'm bringing into the new year. Happy New Year. I feel like already. But obviously it's very, very early. I feel like it has to get better. Like, it can only get better at this point because yesterday was like rock bottom. Yesterday was literally top 10 worst days of my life. Like, I mean that. I'm not like exaggerating at all. And I feel like that just didn't set the right tone for the rest of my semester, because it's just like going somewhere new and having that bad experience is just very discouraging. It's just very discouraging. And I was like, I kept comparing it to Athens and I was like, this would never happen here. Everyone there's so nice. I shouldn't do that because obviously that's not applicable to everything, but I just had a really difficult time yesterday and I'm adjusting to the new biome right now. Last week I was like, I'm the happiest girl on the planet. I'm having the best time. And now I'm like, I want to die, kind of. Things can really change in a very short period of time. It's really, really sad. But obviously this is just a little bump in the road. But right now I am just not having it. So yeah. Anyway guys, sorry I talked forever. I hope this video isn't too long, but I also hope you enjoyed, I guess, listening to my pain. But I'm gonna go. You can give this video a thumbs up if you want. Subscribe because I upload videos every Saturday. But other than that, I'm gonna go. So I'll see you guys next week with another video. So until then.
Yeah, I get it, but it's time for me to get up and get to where I am headed. I got free time, I got so much free time, I'm never gone. Rewind, I left your ex behind, I catch my cab. I'm gone, I let my seat recline.